Hello, I'm Dexter Evans, one of the partners at Woodruff, Johnson in Palermo, and I'm here to talk to you today about falls at a residential property. There is a common misconception that if you fall at another's property, a residential property, that the homeowner's insurance of the person will automatically cover your injuries. This is rarely ever the case. You have to show certain things in order to establish that you're entitled to damages for any injuries you sustain at that person's property. One of the first things you need to show is that there's a duty that is owed by the property owner. Property owners of residential properties do have a general duty to protect the people that are at their home from harm. Secondly, you need to show that the property owner was negligent in either causing the condition that caused your injury or in failing to recognize the condition and remedy it. Even when you can show that the property owner was negligent, there are certain exceptions to the general duty of a property owner to protect somebody from harm. One of the biggest ones is something called the open and obvious rule. What that stands for is that there are certain conditions that are so open and obvious that certain people should be able to recognize them and avoid them. If a jury or judge were to find that you should have recognized the harm and avoided it, it could result in the property owner not having to pay for your damages. There are exceptions to the open and obvious rule. One of the exceptions is the distraction exception. And the law recognizes that there are certain situations where even though the condition might be open and obvious, you might be distracted because you're looking ahead or there's some other thing that's distracting you and fails to allow you the possibility of recognizing the danger. The other exception to the open and obvious rule is the deliberate encounter exception. What the deliberate encounter exception stands for is that even when there is an open and obvious condition, there are times where a person might proceed to encounter it because the benefits in doing so outweigh the risk of harm. Homeowners insurance companies do not cave in. They are often difficult to deal with, and it takes protracted litigation to recover for your injuries sustained at a residential home. You need to show that the homeowner owed you a duty. You need to show that the homeowner was negligent. You need to show that you were free from negligence in causing your injuries. If you have fallen at a residential home, make sure to contact a personal injury attorney that has handled these cases, dealt with these insurance companies, and knows exactly what needs to be done to gather the evidence and perfect your case. Thank you.